SEO and user experience are now one and the same. Your site doesn't need to rank. It just needs to be readable, quotable, and usable by AI if you stop blogging, because AI crawls your blogs and pulls information from your blogs in order to get information to let people know about certain things that you do, whether you're a contractor, a chiropractor, an audiologist. You need to continue blogging. Companies that kept blogging saw 85.8% more LLM traffic and a plus 9.1% revenue growth. Those that stopped blogging lost 39.7% of their SEO traffic and saw 10.4 revenue decline. Google and AI platforms like ChatGPT rely on fresh, structured, and authoritative content to decide what to show and cite. Blogging isn't dead, but it sure is evolving. If your blog hasn't been delivering results, don't scrape it, restructure it. I can show you how to turn your blog into a multi-channel traffic engine that drives visibility across Google, AI search, and social. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast of Get Out From Behind the 8-Ball podcast. My name is Ryan with 8-Ball Consulting. Yes, I have bedhead, but it's not that important. What I'm about to talk about is more important. Yeah, I've got bedhead, but that's not stopping me from dropping some truth today. Didn't even fix my hair on this one. It's that important. My hair, but what I'm about to talk about is way more important, so screw my hair. Could have thrown a hat on, but wanted to be authentic. So, first thing we're going to talk about is ChatGPT just launched a new browser. OpenAI has just launched Atlas, its own web browser powered by ChatGPT. Unlike Chrome or Safari, Atlas has ChatGPT built right into the sidebar. You can ask it questions, rewrite emails or documents, and even get real-time help completing tasks, coding, or shopping. It learns from your activity to personalize what it shows you. And when you search inside Atlas, you get a full ChatGPT style answer and traditional search tabs like web, images, videos, and news. If this browser gains traction, here's what it means for marketers. Fewer clicks, more in-app answers, just like we've always been experiencing with the fewer clicks to your website. Atlas keeps users inside ChatGPT longer, reducing the number of visits to external sites. Real-time visibility opportunities. Since Atlas crawls the live web, it can cite and credit your content instantly. Some older AI models couldn't do this. New ranking signals to optimize for. Clarity, structure, and authority cues will decide whether your content gets quoted, summarized, or ignored. So you want to make sure that you structure your content so AI can crawl it and read it correctly. SEO and user experience are now one and the same. Your site doesn't need to rank. It just needs to be readable, quotable, and usable by AI. And if you want help adapting your marketing strategy to this new AI and SEO world, let's talk. So, has anyone considered pausing their blog? A lot of businesses are considering cutting back on blogging. They think it's an old game that no longer works. So we analyzed 20 companies, 10 that kept blogging and 10 that stopped over 12 months. Here's what we found. SEO traffic dropped by 18.2% for people who kept blogging, but it dropped by 39.7% for people who stopped blogging. So it went down twice as much for people who stopped blogging SEO traffic, but that SEO traffic is going down anyway because of the AI overviews. No one's clicking to your site, but if you don't do your blogging, they'll click less because you're not going to appear on the AI search overviews if you stop blogging, because AI crawls your blogs and pulls information from your blogs in order to get information to let people know about certain things that you do, whether you're a contractor, a chiropractor, an audiologist. You need to continue blogging. LLM traffic went up 85.8% for people who kept blogging versus those who stopped blogging. If you stop blogging, you still had a 6.5 increase in LLM traffic, which is the AI bots, compared to 85.8% increase if you keep blogging. Again, we analyzed 20 companies, 10 that kept blogging and 10 that stopped over 12 months. So here we go. Revenue growth went up 9.1% for people who kept blogging, and it dropped by 10.4% for people who stopped blogging. And that's revenue growth. Again, this probably isn't the only factor to revenue growth, LLM traffic, and SEO traffic. Of course, there's other things you have to do, but continue to blog because that will help the chatbots know that you're staying active with your information. And new information needs to be produced pretty often because things are changing at a rapid pace with AI nowadays and all the technology that is increasing or getting smarter. So that difference is staggering. Companies that kept blogging saw 85.8% more LLM traffic and a plus 9.1% revenue growth. Those that stopped blogging lost 39.7% of their SEO traffic and saw 10.4 revenue decline. Why? Because Google and AI platforms like ChatGPT rely on fresh, structured, and authoritative content to decide what to show and cite. When you stop publishing, you stop sending those signals. Blogging isn't dead, but it sure is evolving. If your blog hasn't been delivering results, don't scrape it, restructure it. I can show you how to turn your blog into a multi-channel traffic engine that drives visibility across Google, AI search, and social. So if you want to review your content strategy together, you could schedule a one-on-one call with me. Lastly, or second to last, your meta descriptions might soon be rewritten by AI. So Google is testing an AI system that automatically writes meta descriptions for web pages. Instead of using the description tag you write, this model generates its own version based on what it thinks fits the searcher's intent. That means that what users see on search engine ranking pages may no longer come from your copy. It could come from Google's AI. For now, it's just an experiment, but it shows search results are becoming more dynamic and Google wants full control over how your pages are summarized. This change puts more pressure on how well your site communicates context and authority. If your content isn't clear or well structured, AI might rewrite your message entirely. And that's why I'm helping clients strengthen their on-page signals and schema so Google's AI understands exactly what their pages are about and represents them accurately. So if you want to make sure your brand story isn't lost in translation, I can help. Last thing I want to leave you guys with is a little tip that I have been thinking about lately. I got from multiple sources, and it's the most powerful thing you can give a young person is the idea that they're much more capable than they realize. I'm grateful for all my friends and family who let me realize that. So pass it on, pay it forward, empower people, give them confidence, shower them with positivity, and it's up to them if they go on to do great things. That's the beautiful thing about America. You have a shot. One of the promises of this country is that you apply yourself and you do all the right things. Good things will happen. A lot of other places in the world don't give you that. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. That's it for this episode of Get Out from Behind the Eight Ball podcast. Ryan out.